I'm Lindsay Jones, and I'm 29, and I'm from Kokomo, Indiana, and I run a hair salon. I make temporary dreads, I bartend, and I'm a mom. I'm here to play Survivor just to see like how I can push myself. Like I really wanted a challenge, an adventure just for me. And I've never really done anything just for myself. And so I'm in a good position in my life to where I want to see how far I can take it. And I thought it'd be fun. I'm a very social person and I'm a woman, so I love to play games socially. So I think it'll be cool. I'm a very competitive person too. Like I've been in sports my whole life, so I'm kind of excited to do something like now in my adult years to see if I still got it. I'm in customer service for both of my jobs, so like you could be the most arrogant, judgmental that I've ever met, and I'll be like, "Oh, I hope you have a great day. Like, thanks for coming. You're awesome. Be you." You know, like I can lie. So I think that both of my jobs have like prepared me for that because I have to deal with like drunk people and I have to deal with insecure women and men who have to like do something to their hair like every couple of weeks. So I feel like it kind of has prepared me to like deal with people who are starving or in the sun for too long or have to drink like, boiled water. Like it's the same thing. They're unhappy. So I feel like I'm going to be able to appease people. But my pet peeves are people who are like judgmental, overly conservative. Oh my gosh. Like I cannot stand that. The judgmental and the overly conservative for sure. But people who you can't fart in front of. Like that really upsets me. It's like really like it's a natural thing. Like if you can't stand natural things, then maybe you should go somewhere else. Because if I want to fart, what if I threw up? You would feel sorry for me. My motivation to win Survivor is that it's definitely my daughter. I want to show her that it's okay to be a strong woman and it's okay to do the things that you might want to do. If she was ever in this position and, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity, I would want her to take it. So that's definitely my motivation to show her it's okay. Um, Also, I really want the money. My strategy is like popcorn in the microwave. Like I really feel like one time like ding, this is what I'm gonna do, and I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna do this. You know what I mean? So it's like do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. So I'm just going to survive. I know that's probably such a typical answer, but I am really just going to try and see how it goes. But I also like feed off of other people's energies. Like I'm gonna see how it goes and whether I like people or whether I have to be fake or I can be myself. Like, I can do that, that's fine, but I'd really like to be myself. So right now, I might actually, since I'm like more of a dramatic, crazy person, like, I might try to attach myself to like someone who might be a little bit more logical. I did run away with the circus for quite some time. That's actually how I learned how to do the dreads, is from the circus people. But I wanted to be like an aerial dancer and I never made it that far. I got drunk at a bonfire and then I met Lainey's dad, my daughter's dad, and the circus had to leave and I was stuck in my hometown. But I could have been great. I could have been in Cirque du Soleil right now. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not worried about it. I'm glad I ended up where I was, so. Well, I grew up in kind of a conservative family. My dad's an attorney. My mom was the traditional homemaker, and I had two sisters that were older than me. So they were perfect, and they are perfect in every way. And I was more of like the rebellious one. Like I did a lot of things. Like I wasn't really rebellious, but I think that because of like the family that I was in and, comparing the three girls and I was the youngest one, I definitely like looked like Hell's Angels. Like I looked like the what do you call them? Who were the ZZ Top of the family? I just kind of like stuck out. I think that trusting people and being loyal to people in this game is going to be my downfall because as crazy and as fun and as loud as what I am, like those are high morals. Like I might have a trash mouth, but at the same time I would never try to intentionally hurt someone's feelings. So I think that is going to be like something that I struggle with like internally, you know, like emotionally, like, because I am gonna have to just put my big girl pants on at some point, hurt somebody's feelings, which I hate doing that because I want everybody to be happy, but I want to be happy with $1 million, so someone's gonna have to take it. Being athletic, I think, is going to help me in this competition because I'm a very naturally athletic person. Like, things come to me easy, like even like small games and stuff like that. So I'm excited to test where I'm at. I've always been extremely athletic my whole like younger life. So I'm excited to see what, you know, I'm gonna do as a 29-year-old mother, you know. And, you know, I've been working out, been lifting some weights, and I'm pretty buff, I think. So I think I'll be okay. But I'm definitely excited to see like where it all kind of measures up in the end, you know, see how I do physically.